I've been on YouTube for the last 10 years, and I can definitively say that most people who teach YouTube are doing things the wrong way. They're teaching the wrong things. Today, I'm going to set the record straight as to exactly what it takes to be successful on this platform, and I'm going to tell you some of the things that you should avoid doing in your content that's holding you back. I've built channels with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I have channels with hundreds of millions of views, and today I'm going to share with you exactly my opinion on one of the most grating things that I hear people talk about. I really want to flip the switch in your brains because I think that it's probably holding a lot of you guys back. Let's get into it. All right, folks. Uncle Raph is, as you can tell, dressed a little bit more appropriately today. I'm not wearing my typical t-shirt, but I do have my green play button hat. Question for you guys before I get into this content. I got to order a batch of hats for our employees. If any of you guys would like a hat, let me know in the comments below. Obviously, you have to pay for it. And if you guys want a graffiti hat with a green play button representing revenue greater than fame, if you guys represent that, if you guys like that, then let me know in the comments below and I'll make sure that I get a batch that is big enough for everybody. There was a new creator that popped up maybe a couple months ago. He was one of those guys, young kid, teaching YouTube tips. A lot of these guys, they've worked with one or two people. They had a little bit of success and they're just like, hey, you know what? Rather than creating YouTube content, I am going to sell a course. I don't believe in that system. I believe that effective teachers must also be doers. So this guy was creating YouTube content. He's breaking down all of his systems. He had a course. Free course. I joined his free course to see exactly what he's teaching. Virtually everything that the guy is teaching in his private community can also be found on YouTube. It's just a way for him to collect email addresses and build up his school. One of the things though that I found really interesting, and this is the crux of what I'm talking about today. One of the things that I found really interesting was his module on scripting and how much psychology he puts into scripting and how he's teaching people how to speak with a certain cadence, speak with a certain voice, have vocal variety to make points land better. This kind of crap is really frustrating to me because it sucks, and it's not because it's manipulative, whatever. There's content that's super manipulative out there. I get it. Those people do their own thing. Some of them get millions of views, whatever. If you're a sucker for that stuff, go for it. What's frustrating to me is that successful YouTube channels are built because a community rallies behind a personality, an authentic brand. And when you suck the personality out of somebody and everything is so dialed in and scripted that it's robotic or everything sounds the same. These young kids have figured out how to speak to get people to continue to listen. And the problem that I have with that is that there is no humanity in it. You can watch this video, you can look me in the eye, and you can build a trust or you can build a distrust. It doesn't matter. A lot of you guys are like, man, I'm all in on Uncle Raph. He's my bro, and I can hang out with him. And some of you guys who come in passing and you're just like, yeah, Uncle Raph, you're kind of a douchebag. That's how it works. That's how life works. But at least you're getting the authentic me. And a lot of you guys who have called, and I want you guys who have called me, who have talked to you on the phone, I want you guys to leave a comment. Am I the same on camera as I am on my Google Meet calls? The answer is going to be yes. I'm exactly the same. I'm sarcastic. I'm silly. I'm goofy. I'm fun. I don't hold back my thoughts, the things that I say, the beliefs that I have, because I feel like living in an authentic life. I would rather live a life where some people hate me than a life where nobody knows who I really am. That's what's most important. And again, this question comes up all the time from our clients, from our coaching students. How should I script my content? You shouldn't. You shouldn't script your content. Because when you script your content, it sucks the personality out of you. And that is what the community is built around. The one common attribute that almost every single successful creator has in common is that they are authentic to who they are. Either that or they're really good actors, but that's exhausting. They're authentic. They have endearing qualities. They have qualities about them that people like, that people want to be around, that people want to be influenced by, that people want to listen to. And if you take that away, then all you've got is an empty shell. You can create content that's successful, don't get me wrong, but you will never be influential because people don't know who you are. I'm working with a client right now who is authentic in a certain way on YouTube, but then he's authentic in a different way on Instagram, and he's an authentic in a different way on Twitter. There's not a lot of overlap. And so the brand that he's built on YouTube is completely different than the brand that he's built on Instagram. That's confusing for an audience. The audience is going to feel like, I don't know who you are. I don't know about you guys, but when I follow somebody on YouTube and then I go over on Twitter and I find them, if they're not the same person, then I'm not going to follow them over on Twitter because that's not the person that I'm following on YouTube. Somebody who does this incredibly well, folks, is Alex Hormozy. He does this incredibly well. He is the exact same person, whether you're talking to him on the phone, or whether you're watching him on YouTube, whether you're listening to him on your reels, whether you're reading his stuff on Twitter, whether you're reading his books, whether you're watching him on stage, he's the exact same person. There is no fluctuation. His brand is him, his authentic self. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. When you get on camera, are you somebody who's completely different than when you're off camera? Are you pretending? Are you enamored by the camera and have the spotlight effect where you basically turn on a show for the people at home and try to become your most entertaining self that actually isn't you? If you are, you need to take a step back. And once you figure that out, that's when your community is going to start to build. That's when people are going to start to fall in love with you. And that's what's going to take you to hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers. Be authentically you. You are enough. If somebody asked me, Raf, what's the secret to success on YouTube? I would say you gotta be well-spoken, authentically yourself, and you can create video content that people will love. All right, folks, if you like this video and you wanna watch a video about the YouTube reset and what's happening with YouTube behind the scenes that you need to stay apprised of, check out this video right here because I spill some beans all over the place. Big black beans that are juicy. Yeah, check out that one. Later.